Now, most of you know that I came from a professional sport world. And we all know how hard of a profession that is to accomplish. Matter of fact, statistics say it's somewhere around 3% for any athlete to even get a shot at playing pro. But what if I told you it's actually statistically harder to own a black-owned gallery in this country? That's right. Out of over 30,000 art galleries, under 200 are black-owned. It's tragic. But there's good news, because Austin's only black-owned gallery, RichesArt Gallery, is beating the odds. In a city of change, competition, and champions, RichesArt Gallery is thriving. Now, my name is Richard Samuel, and over these next 5 minutes, I'm gonna tell you why zero art galleries play it like we do. So before I opened the gallery, I had an epiphany that made me quit my coaching job. See, my entire identity was football. Matter of fact, Sweet Feast Samuel is what they used to call me. But I was unhappy, and I didn't know why. See, I had my priorities reversed because I let the world tell me who I was. And then one day it hit me that art was the real love of my life and football was just a glorified hobby. And with that epiphany, I quit my coaching job and I opened up the gallery a week later with just enough money on Craigslist. And it wasn't for about 2 months in, I found out it was the only black-owned gallery in Austin, Texas. And it was one of 2 in the entire state. Boom, life gave me purpose. Because that's when I realized it wasn't about my art anymore. Hell, it wasn't even about me anymore. It was about making room for our stories. So we have a cultural crisis here in Austin. That's right. Less than 100 years, Austin passed a city plan that forced every black and brown resident to move to East and Central East Austin. And then later, with the construction of I-35, further separated those communities. And that division is still rearing its head today because Austin's black population has dropped from over 30% to under 8% since 1990. The unchecked development in this town is erasing culture and history, and it's not just affecting BIPOC art identities. The rising cost of living and lack of fair wages is pushing out our artists and creatives as well. Yes, that's right. The people that made this city famous can't live here anymore. And need I remind you, without representation, our youth suffers. Without culture, our city suffers. And we're not just gonna watch this decline anymore, we're fighting back. Name it, and we've done it. We are reclaiming creative space and rewriting the narrative. RichesArt is a gallery rooted in community, equity, and creative expression, and we offer everything under the sun. Art exhibits, live musics, workshops, fashion shows, poetry slams, comedy shows, podcasts, rentals, weddings, corporate experiences, wellness events, video game tournaments, brand activations, and so much more. We are not your traditional white-walled gallery. We are a vessel of self-expression. To date, we've hosted over 800 events, paid over 680 artists, and had more than 40,000 people walk through our doors. Over 90% of our employees are from Austin. Our butterfly effect in this town is truly, truly profound. Now, we have a very unique business plan that has allowed us to stay open. And after we obtain ownership on the east side, we'll use that to franchise to other cities. See, we've accomplished this with no resources. The impact of this funding helps level the playing field. Now, let me tell you how we plan to use the money. $40,000 for infrastructure and development, $20,000 for our art bus to strengthen our corporate experience sector, $20,000 for staffing, supplies, and our curriculum for our summer youth program, and $15,000 for advertising and marketing. Now, I want to read you something really quick. To build strong and diverse communities by strengthening their financial institutions, that's not just your mission statement, Q2, that's our shared vision. And remember, we're more than an art gallery. This is not a moment, this is a movement. A perfect opportunity of culture, community, and equity rooted right here in Austin, Texas.